Good morning, everybody, and welcome to yoga with Selena this morning. That's Ellie. Don't mind her. So this morning we're going to take just a short little flow. Some of these videos that I've been posting are short yoga practices just to get you moving, just to get you grooving this morning. So get the energy flowing, good vibes flowing. So we're actually going to start this practice down in child's pose. And I'm going to start to turn sideways so that you guys can see. So when you're ready, go ahead and start to find your way down onto your mat. You're going to join the big toes. Maybe let the knees open up just a little bit so that the belly and the chest kind of have room to come through. We're going to walk those fingers out in front, perhaps allow the forehead to rest onto your mat. Now, if you're really tight and you've got your block or your blanket, you may want to take it right underneath your bottom, kind of use that to kind of rest the bottom on. Or also you can rest your forehead onto a block or a blanket as well. Just find something that feels really comfortable to you. And if you can, start to kind of pedal your fingers out to the top of your mat. So reach them out nice and long. Take a moment to close down through your eyes. Take a moment this morning to just breathe. So I want you to begin to find the inhale and the exhale. Just kind of feel for that. And then I want you to see if you can start to make that inhale and that exhale longer. Really beginning to fill up through your lungs. Inhale, filling up through those lungs. And then exhale, let it go completely. Empty everything out. Take a few more breaths, just like that. Big, long, fluid inhales. Emptying out on the exhales. And beginning to see if you can move the breath into any tight spaces. So maybe if the lower back is tight, maybe bring your breath there. Maybe bring your breath up between your shoulder blades, anywhere you're feeling tight or tension this morning. Finding one more inhale through your nose. And exhaling out your mouth. We're going to go side to side. So we inhale here. And when we exhale, we're going to walk our fingers to the right side of our mat. Stretch out long through our left arm. Shift your bottom to the left. And just take a few breaths there. Over into your left side, over into your left lung. Keep that breath smooth. Inhale, filling up through the lungs. Exhale, emptying it out. Inhale, pedal the fingers back into your center. And then we're going to switch the sides. Exhale, walk the hands to the left of your mat. Stretching through your right arm. Breathing to your right side. Nice long inhale through your nose, nice long exhale out. Bring those hands back into center. Stretch one more time out the middle. And then start to bring yourself up into a table. So we're going to start to draw our wrists under our shoulders. Pull our knees under our hips. We want to get nice and long through the spine. So we're going to reach out through the crown of the head. Pull back into your hips. We're going to find our cats and cows. So we're going to inhale here. And when we exhale, we're going to bring the belly in, tuck the tailbone, arch the spine like a scared cat. And then when you inhale, you're going to let your belly sag down. Just let it go. Let your hips lift up. Let your chin lift up. Stretch out the front of your body. So let's do that again. We're going to exhale as we round the spine. We're going to inhale as we sway. Take your time. We're in no hurry. Do it again. Exhale as you round. Inhale as you sway. Exhale as you round. Inhale as you sway. Then back into your neutral spine. And I like to do a little, I call it wag of the tail. So you're just going to move your spine side to side. You're going to press your bottom to one side, and you're going to look all the way down towards it. And then you're going to push your bottom to the other side, and look all the way down towards it. And then you're just going to move that side to side. Wag. Toe. Knowing that these are ways that your spine is designed to move, we just don't do it very often throughout our day. I know that these short yoga practices that we're doing today, you can always do these. You can always just piece them together, right? So take a little of the beginning and then come back into later in your day and do the rest, whatever you need. It gives you just a few minutes of movement through your day. Come back into your center. Let's move it into our downward facing dog. So we're going to start to kind of spread out through our fingers. We're going to press our palms, our fingers, our knuckles. We're going to dig into our toes. Inhale. Exhale. Send your hips up to the sky. Move your chest backwards through your thighs and let your heels press into your mat. I'm going to try to get so that you can see me here. Sorry that I'm cutting off a little hands and feet, but heels are melting down, and they may not touch, so don't fret if your heels don't touch your mat. No big deal. We're just getting a good stretch through that calf muscle, through those Achilles tendons. Get long through the crown of your head, kind of move your shoulders away from your ears. Maybe just shake out your head, nice and gentle shakes. And then pedal out the feet. So we call it walk the dog. You're going to bend your right knee, press your left heel. And then switch. Bend your left knee, press your right. Again, slow movements. There's no need to hurry this. We're not in a race this morning. We're just really taking time to feel that good stretch in the backs of our legs. More breathing. Heels press back to your mat. We're going to keep this gentle this morning, and we're going to walk our hands backwards to our feet to find our first forward fold. And again, let the head be heavy. If those hamstrings are really tight, the backs of your legs are really tight, bend the knees. Head is heavy, spine is long. Again, if you want to shake out that head, shake it no. Shake it, yes. You feel like shaking your shoulders a bit. Whatever feels, again, good to you. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale through your nose. And then opening up your mouth, exhale, just softening into it. This pose is also nice because it's bringing some blood into your brain. We could all use a little bit more blood in our brain. But be very mindful when you come out of this. We want to come out of it slowly so that the blood has time now to go back to the extremities. So we root the feet, we soften the knees, and we're going to roll our spine to standing, one vertebrae at a time, very slowly. Letting the head be the very last thing to come up. When you get to the top, you're going to lift those shoulders up by your ears. Inhale and draw them back and down. Exhale. So face forward again so you can see that. Inhale, shoulders come up by the ears. And exhale, then go back and down. So we're coming into that standing pose. Root your feet down. Feel all 10 toes, all 4 edges of your feet. Lift up the inner arches. Your lower back soften, tailbone soften, spine long. Inhale, reaching those arms up. Reaching up out of those hips, stretching long. Exhale, drop your right arm, take your left arm, stretch it across the body. Breathe. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, drop your left arm. Take your right arm across the body. And when those poses get a little challenging, make sure you're not holding your breath. Breathing through it. Inhale, reaching back up, finding length. Exhale, bring the hands into your heart. Come back to your breath. So we're going to work a bit of Warrior 2 this morning. And if you can, come onto your mat. Which way is this? Horizontally, yes. And come into the middle of the mat, just like I'm set up. So if you need to switch around or flip your mat around or whatever it may be, feel free to do so. So again, just a little Warrior 2 to get you moving. We're going to take the feet and we're going to step them wide. So I'm really bad at telling you, 3 feet, 4 feet. I'm terrible at math, right? But I want your feet to be wider than your hips and just a little smidget wider than your shoulders. We're coming into 5-pointed stars. So we're going to inhale. I always like to reach up. I always like to start with this length, getting tall. And then exhale, reaching the arms out. Now be mindful, if I were there with you, I may walk around, put my hands on top of your shoulders and remind you to release those shoulders. So draw those shoulder blades back and down. Those shoulder blades kind of come into their little pockets and those arms are really reaching out. You can feel this being really active here. Legs are strong, tailbone is soft. Sorry, you guys, I also have Miss Ellie that you met this morning is very much my guard dog. Nobody can sneak up on my house. So coming into Warrior 2, we're going to take our right toe and we're going to flip it to the right. Our left foot, your left foot is really up to you. If it feels good, leave it where it is. I like to pigeon toe a little bit, turn it in, push the heel out. I also have students that like the complete opposite. So I always say with this back leg, you kind of play around, you know what feels good, find that. We do want to think about having our right heel, did I say right? Our right heel in line with our arch of our foot. And then all we're going to do, let's flip the palms up one more time. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, sink, settle into that right knee. And you can kind of, if you need to like wiggle it around, scoot it out a little bit, really find that place of comfort for you. Make sure that you're checking out your right knee and it's not rolling into your right big toe. It's rolling open to the pinky toe. And again, all 5 toes are placed into your mat. If you want a little bit more, you can scoot your back leg out and sink your right knee farther. Feeling for comfort. Yes, you're working here, but this should not cause pain. Maybe gazing out over that right arm, settling your breath. Nice inhale through your nose. Nice exhale out. Take your left arm, drop it down. Take your right palm, flip it up, and then reverse your warrior. We're staying bent in that right knee. If you need to come out of it, you can straighten it, right? And then come back into it. Stretching over. Then we're going to take it into that side warrior. So we're going to bring that right forearm on top of the right thigh. We're going to take that left arm and lift it to the sky. Maybe this is good for you. You're feeling a nice stretch. Stay here. Maybe you want just a little bit more in that side body and you take that left arm and you reach it across the body. Thinking about that right or left shoulder rolling open, that gaze lifted to the sky. Breathe. Now take this left arm, drop it all the way to your back. And the right arm. Peel onto the ball of your left foot. Now you're in a low lunge. And I'm really sorry, guys, about cutting off myself here. I'm going to get better and find a perfect angle. Plant your hands, and we're going to take this right foot, and we're going to step it back to that downward facing dog. And we're going to breathe in. And we're going to breathe out. And we're going to take those hands, just like we did at the beginning, walk them back towards the feet. Now, I know some of you practice with me and you're like, hey, where's the chaturanga? Where's the up dog? By all means, if you want to put that in there, feel free. But for this morning, we're just keeping it a gentle practice. Root your feet, soften your knees, and again, if you like, go ahead and roll that spine to standing. One vertebrae at a time. Letting the head be the last thing to come up. Letting the shoulders follow as you inhale. Lift them up by the ears, and then exhale, slide them down. Then go ahead, when you're ready, and come back into the center of your mat. Right back to where we started. So what we do on the right side, we're now going to do on the left. So again, we're going to take the feet and we're going to step them wide. And we're going to feel. I like to pick my toes up, fan them out, kind of rock around, really feel my feet, really root myself into these poses. And then kind of grow that spine long. Again, I love to find the length, so I reach up, inhale. And then reach out the arms, 5 pointed star, exhale. So the feet make 2 points of your star. The arms, which hands, mine are cut off there, make another 2 points of your star, and your head makes the 5th. So hence the 5-pointed star. Make sure those shoulder blades are down and those arms are reaching. We're gonna, again, let's take that right toe. I'm sorry, my right, your left toe, flip it forward. So take your left toe and turn it to the left. Right foot, right hip, up to you. It may stay here. Mine has the pigeon toe a little bit. We're again gonna take the palms, flip them up, reach up one more time, inhale. And when we exhale, we're coming into warrior 2. So I have my left foot facing to the left and my right leg behind me. I'm mindful as well that my spine is really long. From the crown of my head into my tailbone would be a straight line. So I'm just making sure I'm not over here. And you're gonna feel that in that thigh. So if you think you're here, bring yourself back so that your weight's distributed equally between the front and the back leg. And maybe you turn your gaze over your left arm out into the distance. Maybe you close your eyes and just breathe. Warrior pose, right? So you're kind of preparing for a battle, whatever that battle may be. And maybe that's something you set here as an intent or a focus, right? Knowing that you are going to get through whatever life brings you today. You're staring out into the distance, knowing that you're going to accomplish those tasks. And if you don't, you're going to just leave them. We're going to take on today with a warrior spirit. We're going to drop the right arm, flip the left palm up. We're going to reach it back to reverse. Sometimes people call this peaceful warrior. I like that name. And then we're coming into extended side warrior. So we're going to I like the forearm to the thighs for a gentler posture. Those of you that need more, you may be dropping the hand down. Your choice. Right arm to the sky, or if you like, across the body. Thinking about your right shoulder and then rolling it open. Taking your gaze up, settling your breath. And then we're going to take this down to that low lunge. We're going to drop the right arm, drop the left arm, heel onto the ball of our right foot, and the best we can, step our left foot back, downward facing dog. Nice inhale through the nose, nice exhale out. Inhale onto your tiptoes, rise as high as you can. Exhale, bend your knees a little bit. So just kind of get a nice foot stretch into that. And then inhale, send your hips right back up to the sky. Exhale, press your heels. This time we're going to do this, but we're going to take it all the way down. Inhale to tiptoes. Exhale, drop onto your knees. Back into your table. And then maybe just once more. Back into some cats and cows. Perhaps noticing how you felt during those first cats and cows, and noticing how you feel here. And then right back into that neutral spine. You can cross at the ankles or shift your feet to one side, your bottom to the other, but let's draw into seated. And then as if we were standing, we're going to come back into the middle of that mat. And we're gonna open into it, just a little straddle. And I'm petting off my feet again, right? Sorry, you guys. Take the hands behind you. Press your fingers into your mat. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Really lift your heart. Think about that beautiful white light shining out from your heart. Sending out good energy. And then inhale, reaching those arms to the sky. Take your right arm, drop it down. Take your left arm, get a side body stretch. And then switching the sides, taking that left arm, drop it down. Take the right arm, stretch it across. Bring it back. We're going to walk it forward. You don't have to go far. I tell my students, right? Some of us have to work really hard. We have to go really far to feel this stretch. Some of us don't have to go far at all to feel this stretch. All of our bodies are made very different. If we were all the same, life would be very boring. So just appreciate where you are and go from there. And breathe. Inhale, not going anywhere. Exhale, maybe softening a little bit deeper. Inhale, not going anywhere. Exhale, softening a little deeper. And then coming back up. And we're going to bring those feet into bound angle. So the feet come together. The closer the feet to your body, the bit more challenging it's going to be. The farther the feet away from the body, a little bit more restorative it will be. So we're going to lift up tall on the inhale. We're going to take a little twist here. So take that right arm, right hand to your left knee, your left hand behind you. Just give it a little twist to the back of your room. And then switch, going the opposite way. Coming back into your center. Hold on to those ankles or those feet. Inhale, lift up tall. We're going to take that stretch forward. Exhale. Some of you really bendy here. You can walk those hands all the way out. Get a little sway. Again, remembering there's not a lot of right and wrong in yoga. There is safe and unsafe, and our job as yoga instructors is to keep you safe and to help you, find that right place in the pose. Well, not right place, but that good, where it feels good, right? That's where I'm going with this. So it's more so about how do you feel in the poses. Experiment with your body, move it around, shift it around, knowing that it's not stuck in stone. It's not, oh my gosh, my right foot has to be here, my left foot has to be here. There's a little wiggle room. So don't overthink it. Just let yourself feel your way into the pose and then go there. I hope that makes sense. And then gently coming all the way out. Grabbing under your knees. Doesn't matter which side you choose, just find your way to the top of your mat. And I like a little rock and roll. Now, if this hurts your spiny processes, just come down to lying. Otherwise, you may want to roll yourself back and roll yourself up and roll yourself back. When did you ever get to do this, right? Like a little kid. All the way down and hug the knees in. Give them a nice squeeze. Give them a little rock around. Give them a little recline twist. So drop your arms like you were going to make a T and maybe take your knees to the right. Take your gaze to the left. Close down your eyes. Just breathe. Just breathe. And then switching, bringing your knees back into center and let the knees fall to the left. And you can take the gaze down your right. Same thing, closing their eyes, just breathing. Sometimes it just feels really good to just kind of stop. Just breathe. Just be for a moment. Hint where we're going next. So I always want to give you a bit of a Savasana. Final rest, final relaxation. So bringing those knees back to center. Now, if your lower back is a bit tight, you can kind of lift the legs up, let your knees touch, let your feet walk wide to the edges of your mat. Or, if you feel okay, stretch those legs all the way out into your lying release. Now you may be at home, have a bolster or a blanket or a pillow or something you like under your knees or down through your spine or under your head. Whatever brings you comfort, find that. Begin to close down your eyes. And begin once more to find your breath. So inhale, the belly's rising up. And exhaling, your belly is drawing back in. Inhaling, belly rising up. Exhaling, belly drawing back in. I want you to think of your breath moving like a wave in and out in the ocean. Inhaling, wave rises. Exhaling, wave sinks back in. Allowing your body on every exhale to soften just a bit more. I like to work through the body. I start with my feet, mindful of my feet, mindful of my ankles and my legs. And on every exhale, I allow them to soften. Every exhale, I allow them to release a bit more. Just let them be heavy. Drawing up your awareness into your hips. So whatever you're holding on to in those hips, whatever tightness. See if you can bring your mind there. See if you can bring your breath there. And let it go. Inhale and exhale. Checking in with your lower back. Oh, we tend to carry tightness there. I tend to carry tightness there. If that's you as well, be mindful of it. And now let it go. Soften the lower back. Softening the upper back. Checking in with the belly. If we carry that anxiety, sometimes it manifests itself in our stomach. Stomach muscles tighten. Release them. Soften the chest. Let your shoulders melt. Continue down through your arms, your wrist, your hands, your fingers. Just heavy. Your jaw drops, your tongue softens, your eyes melt back into your head. Your whole body surrenders. Now in these next few moments, you may choose to stay right here in this peaceful place. Or if you want to give yourself, I call it a little mental vacation. Perhaps you allow your mind to drift to a quiet, peaceful place for you. Maybe that is the ocean with the beautiful white sands, crystal blue water, sea breeze on your body. Maybe it's the mountaintop with the white snow and the evergreen trees and the fresh, crisp mountain air. Wherever it may be, maybe a childhood home, backyard, lake. Take yourself there. Now, there's nobody else there but you. No distractions, no phones, nobody to bother you. It's just you, soaking in the beauty of this place. Peacefulness. So when you're ready, coming back, inhale through your nose, filling up your lungs. Opening up your mouth, exhale, let go. Drawing back, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, roll your head side to side. And start to roll yourself over one side or the other, curling into a little ball. Stay there for just a moment. Don't rush out of this. Knowing that when we leave this place, when we leave this place of peacefulness, joy, the world may not have changed, but we have. Using your hands and press yourselves into seated. So crisscross applesauce on your knees, whatever feels good. Drawing your hands into your heart. Let's find just one inhale. Reach those arms back up. And then exhale, bring them back into the heart center. I always close practice with an Om. If you're at home, privacy of your own home, maybe you join in. Maybe not, and that's okay too. Taking the energy of my Om, and I'm going to send it out. We inhale. Thank you so much for joining me for this yoga practice. I wish you a very peaceful, glorious rest of your day. We honor one another by saying, Namaste. Shanti, Shanti.